have you ever tried to play chess in Jeopardy? Wait a minute, you don't know what Jeopardy is? That's okay. It's a really fun show that I like to watch. The Price is Right is better, but it's a fun show I like to watch where they give you the answer to a question, and you need to tell the host what it could be, what answer that question could be. There, I think I explained it pretty well. So, you see where it says starting position right there, right underneath the white, rook, knight, and bishop? If I play too far, it'll actually say the opening. So, I'm not going to play all the moves, but I'll also give you a clue. It starts out by white playing e4. I might do some of it. And by the way, it's not king's pawn opening. Knight here, and it's not king's knight variation. I'm going to try my best to not spoil it. And in this case, white plays, sorry, I should do it with my other hand. White plays bishop here, attacks the knight. And here's the clue. This is one of the oldest openings in the history of chess, and it is called the Spanish opening. And I'm going to play the Jeopardy theme music. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to drop the bishop there, and if you guessed the Ruy Lopez opening, then you would be right. So let's go back to the starting position. Let's say that in this position, instead, white pushes here. I don't have a clue for all of them, but this is a gambit, as you can see, because the pawn could be captured. So with the pawn here, I can't put it there because it would say, now I'm going to play the Jeopardy theme music again. Ready? Okay, I'm going to place the pawn there, and it is called the King's Gambit. This is not one I would recommend, but something cool about it, I know we're playing chess here. Go here, and then go here, we'll just get black around and move like a6. Then you can go here. These are bad moves. And you should end up with pretty good control over the center. So I'm not a huge fan of the King's Gambit, but you can play it. So, what if instead we play knight f3, knight f6. Again, it's not King's pawn opening or King's knight variation. What if this pawn came forward? And there are two right answers to this. But if the pawn takes and you don't take it back, it's this. And if you do take it back, it's this. Here we go. I'm going to play Jeopardy theme music. So I'm going to place it there, and it says Scotch game. And we don't know what's going to happen yet, because if the pawn takes, which is the best move, if you take back, it's called the Scotch game. But if you go here, it's called the Scotch gambit. That's what I meant by different openings. So if we go back, what happens if instead of the knight's developing, we push here? I'm not going to put it there because I feel like it might say right there what it is. And this is a gambit. That's my clue. I know I'm not doing very great with the clues. But if you've seen Jeopardy, you probably know what I mean. But I'm not doing great with the clues. But I'm going to start playing the music. By the way, I'm not sure if it's going to say it right away, but if you guessed... Okay, this is a center game right there. But if you take and you push here, it is called the Danish Gambit. And the Danish Gambit is my first or second favorite. I like the Scotch Gambit. And fun fact, I used to like... If we go back here, I used to like to put move e4 in this position. It's probably still my number one. But I like pushing here, which is called the Scandinavian defense. Anyways, go back to Jeopardy. So let's say you play d4. I'm sure you've seen this move before, d5. And if you push this pawn to c5, again, it's a gambit because if black takes the pawn, it has no guards and defenders. And it's somewhat the King's Gambit where this bishop, it's this one this time, was lined up with the pawn, and we hope to get central control, or in some cases even win this rook. Maybe just a knight, but win material. So I'm going to play the Jeopardy theme music one last time. You put it there, it is called the Queen's Gambit. That was a pretty fun video. I hope that you were able to follow along, maybe even learn some new openings, and maybe you'll check out Jeopardy someday too.